Today we're going to go over on how I prefer for people to perform the board press and the reasoning behind it. There's a couple different ways how you can perform the board press, and there's not a right way or a wrong way, but we should know the reasoning behind why we're doing a certain variation and how that's going to carry over into our lift. So I have the bench block on the bar already, so I'm going to demonstrate the two differences before I explain. You're probably most familiar with the bench block. The bench block has different settings that you can clip onto the bar, such as a 2-board, 3-board, 4-board, and 5-board, which 5-board is probably useless for most people. So the way I want you to perform it, get up in your normal position, get everything set and tight, come down, pause, hold position, and then press. It doesn't need to be a certain duration of time, but I want you to make sure that the bar stops moving in some way. So, for example, it could be as fast as boom, 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 just so that we're not tapping it, rather than coming down and tapping it off our chest every time. Now, the reason I want you to pause it is because, one, it's going to teach you to hold proper position under a heavier load. So even if this board is at my weak point, which it is, a 3-board is right in my weakest range of motion, which is about right here, just above a floor press, we're going to be able to handle more weight because it's a shorter range of motion. That's just how it always is. So because we can handle more weight, when we come down and we pause, we have to get used to holding our position, holding our chest up, holding our legs tight, all while under, what, if my bench is 380 and I can do maybe 405 for sets with the board, it's going to teach us to hold technique better. The second thing it's going to do is you're going to come down and pause, so you're going to have to generate momentum out of your weak point rather than getting that tap off your chest and getting some momentum from tapping it. It's the same thing when you think about a deadlift. Instead of coming down and letting it completely stop and then pulling, it would be much easier if you came down and tapped the floor and came back up because you're creating momentum. So we're trying to eliminate the momentum, as usually the board is used to work on a weak point in the lift that's usually somewhat above the chest, right? So a 1-board, 2-board, 3-board, 4-board. If you have a really, really long reach, a 5-board, where you do see people where they'll start tapping it, is you'll see equipped lifters, but you can't really take someone who's training as an equipped lifter and transfer that over into raw lifting. So the way that I'm doing it is going to be good for the majority of raw lifters. Usually you'll hear raw lifters saying that board presses don't turn over into their normal bench press, and this is one of the biggest reasons why I see that it does not. It's because you need to pause, hold position, and press, not tap and go. So I hope that helped you out. Let me know if you have any questions, and that's all.